Welcome to the Actually I Can Female Entrepreneur podcast. I am your host, Kayleigh Greenacre, a business strategist, coach, TEDx speaker, author, and your go-to woman for all things business strategy. I am obsessed with supporting female entrepreneurs to grow unstoppable six and multi-six-figure businesses that they love, giving them the freedom and life that they desire. During this podcast, I'll be sharing with you everything that you need to become a successful female entrepreneur, from the mindset shifts to sales and marketing strategies, and how to become an iconic leader that people can't get enough of. It is my mission to help you stand out, attract your dream clients and customers, and sell out of your offers with ease whilst building the business and life of your dreams. Let's make this your reality, ladies. Hello, ladies, and welcome to another episode of Actually I Can, the Female Entrepreneur podcast. And today we are going to be diving into setting your year up for success in 2025. Now, I am so excited to kick off 2025 with you here on the podcast today. Whether you're still in holiday mode or diving headfirst into the new year, this episode is here to set the tone for your most iconic, intentional, and successful year yet. Now, 2024 may have been full of lessons, growth, and wins, but 2025 is all about stepping into your next level as an iconic leader. Now, today, I want to help you create your biggest year ever in business, creating that freedom and wealth that you dream of. We're going to explore goal setting, setting powerful intentions, building habits that stick, and becoming an iconic leader whilst staying in alignment with your vision and values. So let's make this year your biggest and best year yet. Now, before we set goals or intentions, it's really crucial to reflect and celebrate the year we've just had. I want you to pause for a moment and just think about the wins, whether they're big wins or small wins that made 2024 special to you. Maybe it was a financial milestone, it might have been a personal breakthrough, or simply just more quality time with your loved ones. But take note of these wins and own them, because they're part of the foundations for this new year, for 2025. So there's a couple of questions that I want you to ask yourself before you dive into goal setting or intentions for this year. First of all, what were your proudest achievements in 2024? What challenges did you overcome, and how did they help you grow? And then how did you feel, and did you balance your business and life successfully? So look at 2024 and reflect on your own, asking yourself these questions. Now, when I look back on 2024, there were so many things to celebrate, so many lessons I learned and moments to really be grateful for. And it's actually given me the clarity for my next steps and how to make 2025 this year even bigger and better than before. So reflecting on and celebrating the wins of 2024 will really help you build that confidence, shift any energy, any negative energy, and actually lay the foundations down for an even more successful year. So that's the first thing that I would recommend for anyone to do as they're starting a brand new year. Now, let's dive into goal setting and intentions, because this is one of my favorite things to do at the very beginning of any year, and then also at the beginning of every month, actually. Let's talk about goal setting. Now, goal setting isn't about creating a checklist of tasks and then, ones that leave you feeling a little bit overwhelmed. It's about aligning with what truly matters to you. So think about your goals in the context of the life you're building. One that prioritizes your freedom, your joy, your purpose. So there's a couple of things that I would recommend when you start goal setting. And this is my approach that I would suggest that you will follow. First of all, just start with your vision. Picture December 2025. So in 12 months' time, what does your ideal life look like? How are you spending your time? Who you are surrounding yourself by? And what are you celebrating? Picture and visualize where you want to be in 2025 December. Then once you've got that visualization of ultimately who you are, who you're surrounding yourself with, what your ideal life looks like, I want you to set aligned goals. So break down that vision into actionable steps that align with your values. So for example, personal might be prioritizing your self-care and your health. Strengthening relationships, for example. Professional, it might be building your evergreen business model or launching a program that you've been dreaming of for months. Financial goals might be hitting a certain amount of sales every single month, but no matter what they are, break down that vision and really create those actionable goals that align with your overall values. And then once you've done that, what you want to do is anchor those goals in with feelings. So rather than just saying to yourself, I want to grow my business and double my income, and focus on actually how you feel. So you want to feel confident. You want to feel like an iconic leader. You want to feel supported. You want to feel energized as your business grows. And I always believe that, setting goals with intention ensures they align with your values, with your vision and desired feelings, creating a clear and purposeful roadmap to actually support you with making 2025 your best year ever. So that's the approach that I would take when setting goals and looking at your intentions. Now, we're talking about intentions, and I want to talk a little bit about habits, because habit stacking and creating habits on a daily basis will really, really support you. Intentions are almost as if they're like your guideposts, and they remind you why you're doing what you're doing. Whilst goals give you that direction, habits keep you consistent and aligned. And we all know how important consistency is. So this is something that I support so many of my clients with, that honestly helps so much with accountability and also actually seeing those results. So what do the power of habits look like? How can we actually break this down so that you can create your own daily habits? The first ones are mindset habits. Now, what I'd always recommend to you is to start your day off by doing something for your mindset. This might be journaling. It might be a gratitude practice. It might be setting, affirmations, or creating or even reading affirmations at the beginning of your day. Something that reinforces you as an iconic leader, but also supports you in achieving that ease and flow. I think it's really, really important to set those mindset habits. And I know so many of my clients, they meditate, they journal, they sit with their journals, and they really do write down what they want to achieve and just remind themselves of their purpose, their self-worth, and ultimately that they can do this. So that mindset habit is really important. And if you were to start your day with just 5-10 minutes doing something for your mindset, it will help you. It will support you in setting up your day the right way. The next type of habit is productivity habits. Now, these are one of my favorite things when it comes to time. So many people will say, I don't have enough time to do things. And one of the most important things to help you balance your time is time blocking. If you time block your day to create those intentional pockets for things such as lead generation, content, sales activities, your actual coaching calls, or client work, whatever it is that you do, that will really help you manage that time and make sure that you then have your own time to spend with your loved ones. So time blocking is really, really great. The other side of productivity is looking at things like automations and delegation. If you've got a team, how are you delegating? If you haven't got automation set up, then set them up, to try and create or maximize your efficiency and actually protect your energy. So productivity habits are really, really important. But the two that I would highly recommend are time blocking and also automations and delegation. We want you to save energy and we want to be intentional with your time. So this is really, really important. And then the third type of habit is well-being habits. So prioritize movement, hydration, and rest to really maintain your peak energy levels. Because if you're healthy and you're well, you will perform better. So that's really, really important to prioritize your own self-care, your own health, your own well-being. And then maybe end your day with reflection or visualization to stay connected to your intentions. It's always really good. And I do this every single day, is just to kind of reflect on what I've achieved for the day. I know that so many of my clients, if you're listening to this podcast and you're one of my clients, you will know that I have a success list, and I tick off everything on my success list, every single day. And I feel so, so good. And I reflect and I have a look at what I've achieved today, and it makes me feel awesome. And then I look at what I'm going to focus on tomorrow. So when you integrate habits into your daily routine, they help you stay on track and moving that needle forward each and every day. Intentions guide your purpose, whilst these consistent habits across your mindset, your productivity, and well-being build the foundation for that sustainable growth and sales success. Because the more consistent you are, the habits that you implement every single day, it will support you with moving that needle forward. It will support you with taking one little more step towards your overall goal. So that is all to do with habits. Now, the next thing that I really want to dive into today that's going to really support you of making 2025 your best year ever is becoming the iconic leader. Now, this is something that I am so passionate about and something that I talk about every single day. If you follow me over on socials, if you're in my email list, if you've listened to the podcast before, you will know that I talk about iconic leadership all the time because, people choose the iconic leaders over anyone else. People will pay thousands to iconic leaders. People will listen to iconic leaders. People will stop scrolling for iconic leaders. They are the ones that people truly want to work with or buy from because they stand out, because they own what they are talking about. They own who they are. They're authentic in themselves and they're confident. So being an iconic leader is more than just a title. It's a whole mindset shift and a way of being. It's about showing up as your most confident, authentic self and leading with the clarity and the purpose. And as an iconic leader, you can really take ownership, of your story, of your growth, of your vision, and you set trends. You do what others are not doing so that you stand out. And that's really, really important. You lead with impact. So whether it's for your clients, your team, your community, you create spaces where others feel inspired, empowered, and actually valued. And you prioritize sales as a service. So selling isn't just about pushing, it's actually about solving problems and creating transformations for your clients. And when you lead with the value and alignment, sales will flow more naturally and it won't be feeling as almost as if you're pushing people into a sale. It will flow. And that's exactly what you want to do. And iconic leaders, they really do stay consistent. We talk about consistency all the time, but they build trust through consistent actions, through showing up consistently for themselves and others, no matter what. So remember, being iconic doesn't actually mean being perfect. It means embracing your unique strengths, taking action, and being unapologetically you. Consistently every single day. So think about what you can do to become or show up as an iconic leader in your industry so that people choose to buy from you. So to wrap up this episode, then, there's a couple of actionable steps for you to make sure that this year is your best year ever. So let's have a look at them. So number one, reflect and journal. Write down your highlights in 2024 and what you're grateful for. Have a look at how far you have come. Number two, set one big goal. So choose one thing that excites and scares you in the best way and really think about breaking that down into actionable steps and actionable mini goals. Number three, create a habit. So remember, start a simple daily action that connects you to your goals and intentions, whether it's reaching out to potential clients, journaling, practicing gratitude, starting your day off with the mindset routine, whatever it is, create those habits daily. And then number four, think about how you can become an iconic leader. Think about your zone of genius and what makes you stand out and why people should choose you over anyone else. Now, 2025 is your year to step into the iconic leader role and entrepreneur you're meant to be. And as an iconic leader, you have the power to create a business and life filled with all the freedom, wealth, and success that you dream of. So let's go for it and let's make this year your biggest year ever. Now, if you would like my personal support with making 2025 your best year ever in sales and personal growth, in order to create the freedom, wealth, and success that you desire, drop me a message on socials and let's have a chat about how I can personally support you. Thank you so much for joining us on today's episode. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe to the podcast, and I will see you all again next time. Thank you for tuning in to the Actually I Can Female Entrepreneur Podcast with me, your host, Kayleigh Greenacre. If you are ready to build, grow, and scale your dream six-figure or multi-six-figure business, then head to our website now for more information or connect with me on socials to see how you can create your dream business and dream life.